this because it's kind of like we're hanging out. This is why I wanted to do this kind of video, because these are only thoughts that I have as I'm eating. Hi, my favorite people, welcome back. Today we are going to eat breakfast together. We are going to cook the breakfast together. And this video, I will talk about how I feel during eating, before eating, and little things and thoughts that come up that we might not even realize. And it's not weird or shameful or embarrassing to have a lot of feelings about food, anticipating, feeling anxious, whatever the case may be. We are going to talk about it as I eat my breakfast, and I'll show you how to make my favorite breakfast. Ta-da! Change of scenery. Ooh, I'm hungry and kind of dizzy. This is my favorite, easiest breakfast sandwich, and here are the ingredients. First, you'll need bread. This is my favorite bread right now. It's from Aldi. It's super cheap. I love it. It's thick, whole grain, 12 grain sliced bread, and I'm really proud of the fact that now I don't buy any of those low carb, low calorie diet breads, and I get why I used to always do it. I was so afraid of, you know, any extra calorie, but I realized this tastes better, one, feels better, and actually satiates me, because you all know I was a binge eater. So if I keep eating things that don't satisfy my actual physical hunger, it's gonna perpetuate that cycle. So that's why I get this, and it's yummy. Next, eggs. I use 2 to 3, it just depends on how I'm feeling. I think we'll do 3 today. I am super lactose intolerant, so I'm obsessed with this Go Veggie cheese. I have about 5 packs of this in my fridge, so good. We're gonna use 2 slices. Actually 1, because I'm gonna do avocado. The holy grail of foods. I could eat 2 avocados every day. I have about 8 avocados right now. I put it on sandwiches. I just dip crackers into it. I eat it by itself. I just put it on everything. And also, I'm gonna acknowledge that this used to be a huge fear food of me, because it's like, oh, it's a fat, it has fat. It's really yummy, and your body just needs fat and calories and food to survive. I'm gonna take 2 slices of this bread. It's so freaking good, I love it. Please do not judge how disgusting my toaster oven is. I'm only a human being. Put those in there, and I put it at the highest temperature. I like very toasty bread, so I'm gonna put it halfway though, because I am the queen of burning bread, so I've learned that I actually have to set it on a timer, because I will walk away and leave it and come back and it is pure black. Egg time. 2 eggs, and this is a very professional scrambling job that I'm doing. What I try to do for the eggs is make sure that they're cooked all the way through, but I leave them a little wet so that I can put the cheese on it and then cover it so it melts. I love cheese, and I'm lactose intolerant now, so I make sure that I don't feel restricted or confined just because of intolerances I have, because I feel like I crave those foods and I miss them, and it looks and feels just like those Kraft singles, and that's why I think Go Veggie is amazing. I put the cheese on, then I'm gonna cover it so it melts. I like my bread very, very toasted. The kind that's like almost on the verge of being burnt. So you know how avocado gets really brown really easily? This is how I store my avocado. This is a glass jar that has like a vacuum seal on it, and I put it in foil. Foil, I learned in the last 2 years, for some reason is a magical keeper for avocados. So you can see that I cut open this avocado yesterday. It's still like very, very green. I don't know, foil just traps the avocado into staying perfect. So I'm going to mash this up. It really does fascinate me that I am so comfortable with having eggs and avocado and cheese, because this is something that a lot of people maybe don't realize or don't want to talk about, but it does feel scary to have a lot of something. So I know a lot of us probably understand that there is this worry of eating too much fat, and I've realized that as I've let go of a lot of rules of thinking like, this is too much fat, this is too much carbs, this is too much protein, because I think a lot of us have learned how to count calories and count macronutrients and become very, very obsessive and stressed out about how much of all the things we're eating. And I realized as I let go of that, I'm not craving it as much, because I let myself genuinely eat it. And I am super satisfied and excited to eat meals, but I'm also not gonna say that you don't still get a little anxious. I don't really, but I understand that feeling, and it's not about ridding of the idea that, oh, this might be too much. It's listening to that thought, understanding it's a totally normal feeling and worry, because that's what you've had your whole life, you know, or some of part of your life when you were struggling a lot, and it's okay. I just mash up avocado and I put salt and pepper in there to make it flavorful. I'm realizing I'm the fastest cook, but now that I'm filming this and talking, it's taking me 3,000 times longer, and I'm so freaking hungry. Is that noise really annoying? Sorry. Oh, my foot is so itchy. Why? Oh, you know when you itch something and it's just like right, it's so right, and it's like right there. And then you realize like maybe you scratched it so much it's bleeding. Yeah, let's hope that's not the case. All right, we got the toasted bread, we got the avocado, we got the cheesy melty now. So we're gonna put all this avocado on one side. Dun, 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 yummy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, that's so pretty and green. It's so beautifully green today. Love that. I really need it to be even. And I'm sure a lot of you are saying that looks horrible and not even, but I can feel it. It's getting even. Every single bite needs to have a perfect amount of avocado in our mouths. Please tell me I'm not crazy. And if I am, it's okay. Oh yeah. Now we marry them. We also must, absolutely must cut this baby in half because it's huge, and also, I mean, sexy. So now we're gonna go eat this in my room because we can talk there. I'm having a pre-breakfast snack, and I know I tell you this all the time, but I just want to make sure you know that all the things I talk about is not something that like I created, and I'm no expert at all. I really just share things that I learn in my therapy and in the healing that I do in therapy and because of therapy. And during this time, the 60 minutes that I have in my video sessions with my therapist are my favorite times of every week. It is crucial for me, at least, to have that support and validation and have a professional in my life that helps me process so many feelings and struggles that I've always had. I mean, I've been in therapy for 6 years every single week. So I just want to make sure that you know that you also are worthy of this support, you're deserving of this support, and you actually have access to this support. I'm too excited to talk about therapy that I'm like losing it. I'm getting emotional. If you look in the description box, there is a link for 10% off therapy with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is this amazing website that allows you to have those video sessions with a therapist that's actually in your area. You can do phone, you can do chat, you can do messaging, whatever you want, whatever you are comfortable with, and whenever you want it. I just want to make sure that you know that, because therapy to me, I can't imagine a life without it. And if you want to try it, you deserve it, you're worthy of it, and it's right there in the description box. Click it and you get 10% off BetterHelp Therapy, and let's have breakfast. Like, whoa. What always I think is hard for me is that, yes, we know that we want to eat breakfast. Yes, we know we deserve breakfast. Yes, we know we're worthy of breakfast, but it's a lot more challenging to actually do it. I'm hungry. I need to eat. Oh my god, that's so good. Pause. I'm realizing how hard this is going to be, and a bigger point of what I really want to talk about is when we experience eating, when we're actually eating. This is something I learned in my therapy. I didn't even notice that I would do this, but when I was binging or just when I was eating, I would do it in a very numbing way. I would really dissociate from myself, and I wouldn't want to look at the food and notice I'm eating it. I wouldn't want to smell it. I wouldn't really want to enjoy tasting it, because deep down inside it did feel wrong to eat, and it felt like I was ruining my progress. If I broke my ability to control my hunger, or if I broke the restriction cycle that I was doing and ate, I would feel so ashamed and like a failure. And I don't know if a lot of you will be able to relate to that, but it's not a conscious thing that we're doing where we're like, oh, I'm just gonna eat a bunch of food and try to dissociate from myself. It's our brains do this thing where it says, oh, I don't want you to be eating, but like your body really needs it. So then we're gonna start doing this thing where we're numbing out from our own selves and numbing out from the experience. So I'm gonna take a pause, but I'll keep this filming so you can see me actually finish it. I just think about all the times that I was really, really deep in my struggles, and watching people eat made me feel like encouraged to do it, and it felt really normalized. So I'm gonna eat this now. The sad part of when you're on the second half of your sandwich and you're just like, where did you go? So I'm almost done with this, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like a little full, and I have learned to love this feeling, because it's like, wow, look, I put the effort into making the sandwich. I was super hungry and my body genuinely needs to be nourished, and genuinely my body has a hunger tank. But I also know that this is one of the moments during a meal which are like, oh, I'm done, I gotta stop, oh my gosh, what did I do? That fascinates me because when I was younger, whenever I would do that, I never realized how frightening that actually was. And when people would go, oh, it's fine, just like finish it, like you'll be fine. It's like, no, you don't understand. I feel like I've made a mistake and I'm worried about it. But you don't realize a lot of the times that maybe that's what you're feeling. And when anxiety piles onto the fuller belly and then you might start feeling sick, a lot of times our emotional states genuinely change and cause our physical states to change. So when you start feeling way too full or a little bit nauseous and then you start getting anxious about it, that's okay. You are okay. You can sit with it and ground yourself and know that that's not just you and you're not losing your mind. That is a very normal thing to start worrying about. Oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Did I mess up? Should I have not eaten that? Am I too full? Did I ruin my progress? Those are all genuine thoughts, genuine feelings, genuine worries during a meal, before a meal, after a meal. You're okay. You are going to be able to ground yourself, sit with this feeling, and still enjoy your food. This is why I wanted to do this kind of video, because these are only thoughts that I have as I'm eating. And it's so terrifying when you're in that moment alone. And for me, when I was growing up, I really felt that I was the only one who cared about this, the only person who felt this, the only person who worried about this. And then it just felt really shameful and embarrassing, and I would just kind of hide away with all these thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And that's why I would never get fixed. You know, I just never could heal or process any of this because I thought I was the only one and figured I probably shouldn't tell anyone this because they're gonna think I'm really weird. But you're not weird, because my brain works like this too. So I'm gonna keep eating it because it's really good. We're done. We're done. This last bite though, hold on. Ah! A bunch of crumbs just fell on my white carpet. Feeling kind of exposed just in a way, because the process of eating has always been a very sacred, ritualistic thing for me, especially when it came to binge eating. The lows you obviously don't like, but the pattern is very, very addictive. So me filming me eating and even noticing like the little thoughts that a lot of us don't talk about, because we do eat alone a lot of the time. It doesn't have to be this deep, investigative, judgmental thing. It can really be, ooh, I want to observe how I'm feeling. And that's what I really encourage you to do, is not be so afraid of wondering how you are. Not pushing all your thoughts and feelings away just because you feel like for some reason you're supposed to be this being in the world who doesn't care and is not concerned or not worried. That's actually not it. It's being able to sit with the feelings and sit with the worries and still move on with your life. So for example, if you had a binge last night and you're like, I don't deserve to eat, and also I'm not physically hungry, so I'm not gonna do it. The thing is, if we don't break that pattern by having something to eat in the morning or afternoon after a binge, that binge is going to happen again tonight, and then you're not gonna eat breakfast, and then you're gonna binge again. They're not gonna eat breakfast or lunch, then you're gonna binge again. I know this all too well. I know that it's so difficult to break the pattern, because the act of breaking the pattern is eating more. And you're like, why would I eat more when I've already messed up so much from a binge? But we have to break the cycle, and until you see how it feels and experience how it feels to break the cycle, it's also very easy to believe that we will never break the cycle. I hope you liked this video. It's a very different format, but I like it. I wish we could hang out, you know, one-on-one, and I wish we could all have meals together. So if you like it, please leave a comment and let me know if you want more like this. Make sure to watch Therapy Thursday on my Instagram at kellyu every single Thursday, where I learn lessons from my own therapy sessions and I share them with all of you. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.